Are you looking for a quick and easy guide to tune your guitar as a beginner? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you what gear you need, what notes to tune your guitar to, how to check your work, and ultimately, as another add-on bonus to this video, we're going to show you how to also tune the guitar by ear. Coming up. Hey friends, if we haven't met yet, my name is Zach with Zero to Campfire Hero. And before we get started into learning how to tune our guitar, I just want to let you know that I have a free gift that's available to anyone. The link in the description, it is a guide, 4 steps to becoming a hobby guitar player. It's a nice little printout, so as you're walking through the first steps of learning guitar, you've got something to reference to guide you through those first few moments of learning the guitar. This is something I wish I had when I was first learning. But without further ado, let's jump into the lesson. First, let's talk about the gear you're going to be needing to make sure your guitar is accurately and properly in tune. First thing I've got here is my Snark Tuner. This is a tuner that feels the vibrations of the guitar on your neck, and this clips onto the head of your guitar. You can put it behind your guitar, so that looks like that. Doesn't matter how you put it on the head, or you can put it on this side. I typically like to hide it behind the headstock here so that I can see it, and maybe it's not as in my audience's face if I happen to forget it or leave it on there. So these are really inexpensive. I think I've been able to get these for like 12 bucks on Sweetwater. I can link to those. Or you can use a free phone app. Just go to your App Store, Google Play Store, go to the Apple App Store and type in tuner. And I use what's called Pano Tuner. I use a free version. I've been using that for years, ever since I was in school, and it's worked totally fine for me. So you don't need to spend money, but you do need to get started, a tuner of some sort, either a free one on the App Store, using your phone software, or you can get a Snark Tuner, something that's more tactile. Let's move on to the second thing. The second thing is what notes you're going to tune your guitar to. And here are the notes. It's going to be this way. Here we go. E, A, D, G, B, E. Those are going to be the notes, starting from the fattest string to the lightest string. Those are the notes we're aiming for. So let's break out our tuner here and let's tune our guitar. All right, so I've got my guitar here and I'm gonna walk you through how to go ahead and tune it. I'm gonna use a Snark for the purposes of this video, and I'll walk you through how I'm tuning this. Remember those notes I said? Hopefully you can see this here. If I click this on, got it on. So I'm gonna start with the fattest string here. This is gonna be an E. So strum that. And I just want that line to be right in the middle. But if I tune my key here, it's gonna be a little flat, but if I turn it up, it's gonna be a little sharp. We want it right on E, because that's our first note we're aiming for. And now we go to A, a little, might be just a little flat. Might just have to kind of fine tune it a little bit. And that looks right in the video. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, because it's mirrored to my side. Here we go, and a D. That's good enough. G and B, E. And every tuner will look something like this. The interface will just look a little different. And then, last but not least, you want to check your work. So the best way to do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off, is to play a chord. So grab your G chord. Sounds pretty good to me. Play a nice A2, it's a good one to hear. Yeah. Get a D2. This is a nice in-tune guitar. The last thing to note is how to tune this by ear. I wouldn't recommend doing this as a beginner. I would just grab a tuner so you're not fussing with trying to tune your guitar for the first 10 minutes of your session and then the last 10 minutes of your practice session. You end up actually playing the guitar. Like, that's not a great experience. Just go ahead and get a tuner, and then over time you'll develop your ear to be able to tune a guitar by ear. But for our purposes, if you're in a pinch and you just need a quick tune, this is how you would do it by ear. Again, as a beginner, I wouldn't recommend doing this exclusively. Please use a tuner. The trick is to play the same note here. So if we're tuning our A string, what we want to do is play an A note here. So we'll play an A note on their E string and A at the same time. And if they sound like they're in tune together and you're not hearing kind of frequencies kind of bobbing whoa, 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 on top of one another, then you know they're in tune. I'll show you what it means if it's out of tune. So if I just tune my A, I tune my A down a little bit, but I play these two together. You hear that? There we go, now they're in tune. And do the same thing. That's in tune. But the tricky part is this fourth and fifth string here, these guys. I'm sorry, the second and the third string. I know guitar things. If you do these, even though they're in tune, this is the way that the guitar is tuned by the notes you pick. These two notes right here are not going to sound right. So actually for this trick here to tune by ear, you actually need to, just for the second and the third strings, you actually need to finger the fourth fret on the third string and play the B string open, the second string. Because this is a B note and this is a B string. And then for the last two, the first and the second string, you want to go here back on the fifth fret. And that's how you tune the guitar. You just go note by note with your finger on the fifth fret, except for that fourth string here. You go through them one at a time and make sure that your guitar's in tune. And then you just do another double check after. Just play your chord. Sounds pretty good. Hey friends, thanks so much for checking out this video on how to tune your guitar. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below and we can interact on that forum. I just want to remind you that I have got my free guide here. It is my 4 steps to becoming a hobby guitar player. This is something I wish I had when I was first learning the guitar. It's going to do a great job of covering your basis, starting from how to even buy your first guitar if you're in that range, or if you know someone who might be interested. This is a great guide to just send their way. It's free. Go ahead and use it, distribute it however you would like to. But it's going to cover all those gaps in those first few steps on your journey to becoming a hobby guitar player. Take care, friends.